Hey, thanks for joining the channel. This video is not my normal, my normal video for the channel. There's no reptiles, there's no amphibians, there's no reptile shows. This is a tribute video to my Uncle Dave. I recently attended his funeral service, and while there, I captured the military honors that he received for his service in the Air Force. Dave was a canine handler during the Vietnam era in Vietnam, and he was also married to my Aunt Pat, which is my dad's sister. And I'll totally understand if you don't want to watch the rest of the video because you're not used to this being on my channel. I would encourage you to do so that you can learn about this wonderful man. A veteran, a loving husband, father, uncle, and friend to so many. So stick around, and in this video you are going to get to see the military honors that he was afforded in his funeral service. I did not record all of the funeral as I wanted to be respectful of my Aunt Pat and the grieving family and friends that were there. After I recorded the video and the services were over, my Aunt Pat asked me for the video. The video is long enough that I can't really just email it to her, so we discussed doing a YouTube video, and she said she would be fine with that. So I think I just want to read a little bit of the obituary that was posted for him. David Wynn Broker, 77 of Pekin, passed away at 12:53 p.m. on Monday, May 5th, 2025. He was born June 30th, 1947 in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. His dad, Frederick David, and mom, Mabel Alice. Then he later married Patricia Phelps Bond in 1990 at their home in Pekin. She survives. Also, there are 3 children, Julie and Tim, Sheehan of Germantown Hills, Diane and Jerry Bond of Pekin, and Scott, Melissa, Broker of Pekin. 3 grandchildren, Becca, Jacob, and Sarah of Pekin. Multiple nieces and nephews. I'm one of them. He was preceded in death by his 2 parents, 2 brothers, Michael and Tony, and his twin sister, Deanna. David proudly served in the United States Air Force during the Vietnam conflict. He was a sergeant with the 408 Combat Squadron. It says Combat SBT, but I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't in the military. I'm not sure what SBT means. So if you know, comment below and share with everybody. He was an officer, webmaster, and BX manager of the Vietnam Dog Handler Association. This is something that he did later in life when that association was formed. David also received the Warriors Medal of Valor from the hearts of the First Nations people of the United States of America. He worked in the IT department at Degussa in Mapleton, retiring in 2009. He also worked with the Red Cross at Degussa, as well as the electrical department at GE in Burlington, Iowa. His graveside service was held on May 17th in Pekin, and he received military honors provided by Tazewell Military Rights Team. He also received honor guard from two airmen out of, or the honor guard out of Scotts Air Force Base. And that's what you're about to see. I'm going to let you know that I did not record all of it. I wanted to be respectful to my aunt, my cousins, and Scott, while they were, going through the grieving process of this funeral. So they're really not on camera. The video isn't necessarily the best video I've ever shot because I was holding my camera by hand instead of by my gimbal. But I just want to say that what you're about to see is the honoring of a hero. Heroes are people who do uncommon things, oftentimes when they're not asked to do so. I'd say that pretty much defines Uncle Dave. He was definitely a loving husband. I got to witness him being an awesome, caring, loving husband to my Aunt Pat for many, many years. He was a good, just a good man in general. Like I said earlier, he was able to reconnect with his son Scott, and they developed a good relationship, a great relationship. He was very kind and loving to my Aunt Pat's two daughters, and man, he seemed to just love all his nieces and nephews. And I remember the first time I gave him a hug and told him I loved him. He was a big man, and he was giving me a bear hug. And when I said, "I love you, Uncle Dave," he says, "Oh," and squeezed me a little tighter and said, "I love you too, Mark." And I'm getting a little choked up here thinking about it. So I guess what I'm going to say is, I'll see you again. I'll see you again, Uncle Dave.